everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Improv Gaming.
I should sit up.
You should sit up. I don't think you're in the shot. I think everybody was like, hey, where's... If you didn't know, this is the host with the most, Mr. I'm Wondering himself, with fedora cap in tow. I'm screwing up. I'm doing a lovely job today. And glasses for some reason. It's Mr. Peter Anderson.
So, what's up? What's up? What's up?
And what's up with you?
Nothing. Well, funny story. So I was at a retirement party.
Okay. Did you retire?
No, unfortunately.
Who retired?
An old woman.
I didn't think it was a young
woman.
woman.
So this short story. Get drunk, me and my boy. We leave, and then this girl picks us up, and she's like, "I have a great idea. Let's go to the club. You know, the naughty club, PG version." And so it's like, yeah. So we go, but it's not really my thing. But I was like, why not? You know, it's something. So I'm looking, and I'm just like, all right, you know. So then later my boy texts me, and he goes, you know, this girl thinks you're gay. And I said, what? And I was like, I'll tell you what. Tell her that I'm going to come over right now and show her how not gay I am. He screenshots it from Snapchat and sends it to her. Wow. Stories to develop soon. And of course, this beautiful fucking bastard.
I thought we were PG. Really?
Sorry, let me read. This beautiful friggin' Puerto Rican princess. He only has the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
He is Mr. Nicholas de Jesus.
How's it going tonight, everybody? I know he's a little strange. I get it.
I'm always strange.
Yeah.
Once you think you figured me out, I do something else.
No, I'm pretty sure I figured it out.
The best is...
There's nothing...
The best is an event when you're just like... it's like, oh, Pete, is Pete going? I'm not sure. And you're just like, it's Pete.
Neither is he.
Pete will not know until the very last moment. Charu was like, you know how I know to get you somewhere? Not to invite you. I was like, of course, because then I don't have an obligation. It's like, oh, I got nothing to do when we go.
And today, our topic of the show is difficulty settings.
Difficulties.
So let me ask you, Pete.
Ask me away.
What? Enunciate, because it just sounds like you said, ask me away.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Okay.
Ask me away.
What difficulty settings do you normally stick to?
Extreme.
No, I doubt that highly.
Extreme.
I doubt that very highly.
I tend to play normal.
You tend to play normal.
If it's a game that I like and I want to play a little bit more and I want to be a little trophy whore, I'll tend to put it up a little bit. Because then when you beat the game, you know, if you play on hard, it will give you the hard, trophy, the medium, and the easy, you know. Instead of, say, playing it on normal and then playing it on hard, you know. It's better for me if I just go right through. But I tend to play mostly on normal. Certain games, like Madden, I play on harder difficulty because, you know, I know I want to be able to be the quarterback, be like, okay, this is the situation. What do I have to deal? Here's my throw. And other games like Gears of War, of course, I'm playing normal. But it's interesting when, you know, you get a game like Until Dawn. Until Dawn 2. And Life is Strange, where it's like, what's your difficulty setting? And I'm just like... What do I do? Hard? Because there's not really, like, Gears of War, you play normal because it's chaotic and crazy with gunfire. But when something like a point-and-click adventure or something asks you, it throws me off because I'm just like, how am I supposed to answer this? If I do ultra hard, does that mean, like...
The questions get harder?
Yeah.
Like, do I have to answer thermonuclear physics questions in order to figure out exactly what's going on?
That's it. It's like, hey, instead of the question being 2 plus 2 is 4, you actually now have to answer x to the third power of y. What is the answer? And if you're wrong, the game shuts up and it shuts off. So what about you, sir?
Well, I started playing harder difficulties around the time that I got the first Halo, Combat Evolved.
Okay. Did you ever play Legendary?
Yes. I did.
And then
I beat it. No, I beat
did you?
it. Yeah, I beat Halo on Legendary solo, not a co-op campaign. I went through it though bit by bit. So I started off easy. Well, not easy. No, I started off normal. Then I went to hard, and then I went to legendary. And that's when I kind of knew that I made my bones. Now I always made a habit of that when I played Halo games. Was okay, start off normal, start off medium, or start off hard, and then do legendary. And I consistently did that. Now the thing that stopped me from doing that was Devil May Cry 3. When I went into Dante Must Die, and I was like, holy fuck nuts.
Because that's not even the worst one.
Dante Must Die? No, Dante Must Die is one touch and you're dead. You cannot get touched.
Yeah, but isn't there one even worse than Dante Must Die?
Not that I know of. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's worse.
All right,
I'm pretty sure Dante Must Die is... You have to unlock Dante Must Die. You get that mode, and when you play it, it's essentially you get touched once and you die. And that's it. And you can't ever get touched.
I'm checking. Because I could have sworn that I'm right.
Pretty sure it's like normal, nightmare, and then Dante Must Die. Or normal, easy, normal, hard, nightmare, and then Dante Must Die.
There's easy mode, normal mode, hard mode, very hard mode, Dante Must Die mode. Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you, advertisement that I didn't want.
So I stopped. So that's when I kind of like stopped that because Dante Must Die was so infuriating that I think I broke a controller or two. But there's been a couple of games that I've still like tried to up my difficulty level on, and I've just kind of been like, yeah, maybe that's not the style for me anymore.
Yeah. I remember I was playing. I went away with my friend, and we played Halo 1 and 2, and each day. We did 2 days worth and beat the game. So one day we would get through half the game, the second day beat it. And then we would do our normal. So we were like, perfect. So then we went back. It's like, hey, let's play Legendary on the first game. We walked in, didn't even get past the first room.
Yeah.
It was insane. And I was like...
It's pretty intense. Legendary on Halo is pretty fucking intense. It's all headshots.
Yeah.
Everything you go for has to be headshots. Always.
And if not, you're done.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it was just funny because it's hilarious that certain games, like the easy through hard, are like completely different. Mm-hmm. Like Devil May Cry, a normal
it's hard.
Would be hard.
Yeah,
you know.
In any other game, Devil May Cry's normal would be hard.
Yeah.
Like God of War is normal compared to Devil May Cry's, which is like...
Devil May Cry is easy for God of War's normal.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, God of War's normal, or Bayonetta's normal, is Devil May Cry's easy.
Yeah. Which is insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And I think that's like kind of like their trademark thing, right? That's kind of like what spawned the whole Bloodborne and Dark Souls revolution, was the fact that...
That's why I could never play those games.
Yeah, those games are just phenomenal. Like those games are essentially... The premise behind those games are essentially the way that you first started to learn Mario when you first played. Yeah. Was you jump over this hurts you, and you die. Like you every single time. And we could have secret blocks, and that's why you died on this one. And you have to. It teaches you as you go, and that's how Bloodborne is. You have to learn your lesson and move on to the next one and regather your souls or your blood or whatever it is. So it's basically operating on that premise, but for a full-fledged game, like, every boss battle is a learning experience, and you're gonna die. There's no ands, ifs, and buts about it. It's just whether or not you're gonna learn your lesson and figure out how to kill that thing.
Yeah, it's trial and error, and once you figure it out, it's
but
not as crazy.
But the difficulty from Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I think, comes from the lack of information. Because you're really just thrown into a place and you have no idea what the hell you're doing. Like, that's how I felt when I played Bloodborne was, okay, so how does this work? Well, when do I get to the next area? Well, no, there is no next area. Like, it's all connected. And you can always go back to the other area. And you could always... Like, you're basically going to the hunter's dream in order to not even save your progress. Because once you go back to the real world, all the enemies are still there. And it was very confusing for me to understand. And and what it was that I was actually doing. And then when I finally got the hang of it, finally I started to progress. Like I beat the first boss. I started exploring new areas. I figured out how to kill certain monsters quicker and stuff like that. So finally, after like maybe 4 or 5 days after we did our live stream of like trying to figure out what the fuck this game is, suddenly it all became clear and it made sense. But I wouldn't have gotten that without wasting, fucking hours and hours and hours, and dying and dying. And I went back to the point where I created a new character because I was so unhappy with my character.
Just because of game difficulty.
Yeah, that's just because of game difficulty. And I think that was a normal setting. Like, that wasn't the hard setting, So those games intrigue me, like the Assassin's Creed, not so much. Like, their difficulty settings, like, pretty much that's more of an adventure game, so I'd rather just play it on the adventure game. I don't know of many people who decide that they're going to play hard, Like, there have been a few times in my life where people will be like, oh, you're going to play that on hard? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play this one on hard, but then another game, I don't play on hard. I stopped playing everything on hard.
Mostly, and I would say the core gaming world plays normal.
I think so, but I think you have those extreme gamers who say, no, I'm going to take it. I think out of the box, you have some gamers that are like, no, I'm not going to play normal. I'm going to play hard. Like, that's the first setting that they'll choose. Yeah. There's a core. I can imagine. I mean, if there wasn't, then why do we still have these settings?
Exactly. What I like in a game off the difficulty settings is when, say you want to be a smartass and be like, I'm going to go hard for the whole game, and then you get stuck. I love the option where you can go back to normal. It's like, all right, I can't figure this out, getting frustrated. It's like, all right, knock it back. The first half, like for Dante for Devil May Cry, it's like the first half you did all on Dante Must Die, but this you can't beat it, so you're just gonna be on hard mode, Yeah. And then it's like, okay, let me go back and see if I can beat this on Dante Must Die. It's a cool thing.
Yeah, very interesting.
Very much so.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and game on.
He said.
Oh, we're too late.
Oh, shit.